Hello. Hello from the UK. Hello from Texas. Hello from the Carolinas. Hey, Kiki, what is up? Hello from Louisiana. Good morning. Good morning. How do you pay for a reading? Okay, so I have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. They all have the same thing. It should be right across the top up here, Consciously Erin, or you can send it to YouTube. You can make a donation through YouTube. Readings are $25. So, Tennessee in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Grand Rising. Yes, Mike. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. Hello, Oklahoma. PJ, I got your payment. That was you, right? That was you this morning? Ambassador Erin Brown. Yes, hello. I have to answer this text real quick. All right, PJ, if you're ready, I'm ready. I can't pin comments on here, so I apologize for that. But I'm ready, PJ. It is live. I am live. Caroli, I'm live. Yes, I'm doing readings and I'm live. I didn't know YouTube automatically put the live up on my channel. I had no idea that it did that. So I apologize if that's confusing. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't know that it was a thing. So I apologize. Yes, I am here. I'm offering readings. Readings are $25. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App are all available. You can also make a donation through YouTube if that makes you more comfortable. It should say up here, Consciously Erin. That is how you should look me up through any of those modalities. Yay, Wade! No. There's only one person on my list right now. Danette, I see you. All right, so Terry, PJ, you are up. Yes, that's how it works. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate that. Say hello again, PJ, just so I can focus on you for a second, and then we will get started. Lorna, yes, everything, they are $25. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, $25. Yes, I have the same name across all platforms. Hey, Wade, thanks for that. The music in the background. It's called Sounds of Resueno, Resueno. It's by Shivalite, Shivelight. All right, PJ, here we go. Here we go, friend. PJ, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. Ooh. All right, so PJ, there's a lot happening in your energy. There's so much green in your space. So green is the color of the heart chakra, the largest chakra we have. It's also the home of emotion and all the feels, right? You have a lot happening in that heart space, and they're showing me dirt on the outside of it. Usually dirt is like old hurts. They look like bruises to me. So they're all around the outside of that heart chakra, showing me that you're doing some deep healing from some wounds related to that heart chakra. I don't know specifically what the wounds are, but usually when it's with the heart, it has something to do with love, family, or feeling of insecurity, and likely has something to do from when you were younger, right? This is something that comes up a lot. The green in your space, though, shows me that you're healing and you're moving into something better. You're moving beyond the overall hurt. That doesn't mean it's completely gone, but the main trigger has been pulled out and is gone. So that's a good sign. I want to express to you that my guides are showing me that it has not been necessarily easy for you. There's a sense of needing to leave behind some things that were very difficult to let go of, but that you opened a path for yourself that makes things more possible. I kind of struggle with the words here, but it feels like it makes things a bit more possible for you when you open up to that. You, my friend, are standing kind of at the doorway of something new. They're showing me a green field, which is like possibility. It's like you're looking out at all the potential. You have a green open field that's waiting for you to plant the seeds of what you want. It might take you a minute, but once you decide what you want, start putting those seeds in the ground, friend, because you got something good coming forward. PJ, my guides are saying they are acknowledging that you have been through a difficult time. They're acknowledging it. They say, we see it, we understand, we're sorry, but you had to go through some of those because you were so rooted in some of those teachings. This has in turn made you to feel vulnerable, but what my guides are saying is you are walking into a time of recovery. You're going to start leaving that behind now because you have started to make better decisions for yourself. This is a congratulatory thing. They're saying good job on what you've done for yourself. My guides also want you to understand that this feeling of lost confidence, it will go away. You just need to have a little bit more discernment about where you are paying attention and what you are consuming on all levels. Instead of watching things that make you feel insecure like the news, give yourself a break. TL, I see you. Give yourself a little bit of a break from that. Allow yourself to back up and feel the energy of what feels better. Watch a movie that makes you laugh, go outside for a walk, do something creative. These are things that are going to help you. My guides also want you to understand that there's some stuff coming undone in that root. Like I said, it feels like whatever that hurt was from a long time ago, something that's been there but has been held on to. Now that that's coming undone, you're making room in your root for something better. Girl. PJ, I don't know if you're a girl or not, but damn, friend, look at this. New beginning, rounding up your cards, saying, listen, I know you've been through something really difficult. I'm acknowledging that, and I'm giving you all the credit you need to understand that you did this yourself. Congratulations. Give yourself credit for being a strong person. But now turn your sights to where you're going, not where you've been. You can't tell the same old story and go somewhere new. So PJ, they're asking you to embrace the new story that's coming forward for you. It's a whole new beginning. Hey, Jill, I got you, friend. You are on the list right after TL. PJ, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I truly appreciate it. Oh, I love that. I love that you have puppies. I'm so glad you're here for as long as you're here for. Avalon Acres, hello and welcome. PJ, thank you again for allowing me to read for you. I truly appreciate it. All right, Danette, you are up next. Trish, okay. Danette, you are up next. After Danette is Trish. And after Trish is Jill. That is the list so far. Please keep in mind, I take my time with everybody, so be patient with me. If you know how to screen record your session, you should do it, because there's a lot of information that comes out. Annie, I'd love to read for you. Readings are $25. Nancy, I see you, friend, and you are on the list. All right, Danette, say hello so I can focus on you. Pretty please. I take Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Consciously Erin, it should be up here somewhere. Tisha, I see you, or you can send it through YouTube itself. Tisha, I got you, friend. Stones Jones, hello. Danette, are you here? I can't pin anyone's comments, so please let me know if you are here. Danette, D-A-N-E-T-T-E. I could be very much saying that incorrectly. Thank you, Jen. Hi, Christina. There you are. I got you. Okay, we're good. I see you. I'm so glad I can see you now. I lost you for a hot second. You were just gone in the shuffle and I didn't know what to do. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go, friend. All right, Danette, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders. Please give me permission to have access to your energy. There feels like, so I don't know if you work for a living. I don't know any of those things. I feel like there is a change in that arena that's coming forward. If you have a job outside the house, I feel like this is about to change and change for the better. Michelle, I see you. This is about to change and change for the better. You have so much orange in your space, Danette, that it's impossible for there not to be some sort of energetic shift about to happen, especially when it comes to the roles that you are fulfilling. the name tags you wear. It feels more professional than personal. I can't 100% say that because sometimes our jobs feel like our family. But this has a more professional feel than a personal feel. It feels like a doorway opening and an opportunity being offered. It feels a little bit nervous. I feel nervous when I look at it, a little bit scared, like, ooh, this is something different. But I also feel like there's so much potential here. I do feel like it's a little bit of a slow burn as whatever this is builds up. It's like right at first, it may not seem like such a big change or such a big deal, but I feel as it grows, you're going to start to see how impactful this change is. I do not feel like you're being forced to do anything. It doesn't feel bad at all. It just feels like a transitioning into a different type of role that has a very professional feel to it. This could be working for yourself, working for someone else, deciding to create something and sell it, or offering a service or anything like that. There's something shifting here and it feels really, really good. Really, really good. Jill, I see you. Do I have 2 Jills now? All right. So this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. This is confirmation, Danette. You are walking into something new, a new role. Again, it has a very professional feel to it, okay? I'm super excited for you. My guides want you to understand that you have to let go of the feeling that you have to know exactly how something's going to work out before you trust yourself to try it. This is going to be an act of faith, but what is the good of faith without testing it, right? This is the time to trust yourself. You've gotten yourself into a good state of alignment. This is where you want to be and how you want to feel. So don't get tangled up in the feeling that's coming up from that root that you've been holding on to, saying doing something unknown is scary, right? It is scary, but it's also full of possibilities. My guides are asking you to make this commitment to yourself and genuinely make this commitment because it is directly coming from your crown. This is your higher self saying, this is your opportunity, friend. Don't be afraid. This also writes a karmic balance problem, some decision that you made somewhere. This is the writing of that decision. Remembering that karma is not about retribution, it is about balance. So you're balancing things out. You're not being punished, you're balancing things out, and I think for the better. My guides are asking you at this time to follow your inspiration to the best of your ability because that's what's going to help you to stay as heart-centered as possible. They're also asking you to be compassionate with yourself as you go through these changes because it will take some time and it might be a little bumpy, but it leads to a sense of victory. Victory, victory, victory. I love it. Jen, I see you. It's pretty amazing. Danette, if I had to, I mean, that was a pretty great reading and that's pretty exciting. You know what I mean? That's very exciting. I hope you're excited because that was great. Oh, hey, Chrissy. So Chrissy, I will tell you, you cannot pin people on here. There's very little that a moderator can actually do on YouTube. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 in the room. Love the confirmation. You can only block people. So, and tapping the screen, I don't think does a whole lot. So, just you want to thumbs up the screen for me and help me out. Danette, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I really, really appreciate it. All right. So Jill Cartwright, you are up next. I got Jill Cartwright up next. Come on down. Say hello. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Trish is up next, and then Jill. I'm so sorry, Jill. You retire in 2 months? I freaking love it. That's amazing. I'm so sorry, Jill. Trish is up next, and then Jill Cartwright, and then Nancy, and then Tisha, and then Michelle, and then the other Jill, and then Jen. That is the list, so please be patient with me. I'm so sorry, but I take my time. All right, so Trish. Yeah, Trish, come say hello so I can get your reading started. We're gonna get going. Don't be afraid of a reading. I had a client once tell me that they were afraid to get a reading for me because they didn't want me to know certain things. Well, here's the truth of it. I am not going to know anything you wouldn't want me to know. I'm not going to be able to read your deep, dark secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's about giving you clarity, not about embarrassing you. Hello. All right, Trish, I am excited to read for you. Thank you so much. You've got all kind of colors going on. Here we go. Do me a favor, Trish. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All kinds of colors in your space. So the dominant colors that I'm seeing are violet of the crown and dark blue of the third eye, but you also have some orange and yellow in there. These two are working together, but separately, if that makes sense. So the third eye and the crown are working on something, and the sacral and the solar plexus are working on something. So let's break that down. Sacral chakra is the home to the roles that you play, the name tags that you wear, and the relationships that are the result of those name tags that you wear. This is where they live, right? In this area. There's something shifting and changing in there. Feels like for the better, the letting go of some role that you've been wearing that has defined you, but you have outgrown. This can be stepping into something different with all kinds of, there's 100 different things that this can mean, but this doesn't feel professional so much as it feels more personal, like a growth on the personal side, a stepping away from something that was not beneficial and an embracing of something that is better for you. It feels like that. This is a result of changes in that solar plexus coming forward. That solar plexus is the seat of how we see ourselves in the world, how you see yourself, not how others see you, but how you see you, and the home to your creative expression. The more you allow yourself to creatively express, the more you will feel genuinely like yourself. This is also very active, telling me that you're finally tapping into the things that make you feel like you, that make you feel like you're in the right place. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I found it. Yes, 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 you did. Take this as wild confirmation that you absolutely did. Third eye and crown are also very active. This tells me that some of the new energy that's coming in, you are the beneficiary of this, my friend. Pay attention to the snap, crackle, pop that you hear in your ears and the stuff going on in the side of your vision. Pay attention to the physical sensations in your body when you walk into a room and someone starts talking to you. I don't know how your clairs are going to adjust themselves to the new frequency, because you are an individual frequency, and it will be different for you than anyone else. Hey, thank you, Mary. Thank you for joining. Joshua, I see you. And you are on the list, friend, right after Jen. All right. You got a lot going on, a lot of change, but it feels really good too. Expansion of the self into something better. It feels good. Sorry, I have to do something real quick. All right. So here we go. Trish, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Now is the time to believe in yourself, my friend. 100% now is the time to believe in yourself. LMB, I got you right after Josh. Make sure you let me know what your name is. This is the time for you to believe in yourself. Now is the time, because you are pushing forward into a change. You've been through enough heartbreak, and it's time to stop focusing on that. Instead, allow yourself to turn forward and face where you want to go. Where do you want to see yourself? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? This is what they want you to focus on. That's what's going to give you a sense of liberation. The restlessness that you feel, friend, you're so close to what comes next for you. You're literally feeling the difference in vibration between where you are and where you're going. Used to be like this. Now you're closer like this. And as you rise like this, you can feel that dissonance because it's so close that you can almost taste it. So I encourage you to look at the things that you are constantly being triggered on, especially right now, because those common thread of trigger will help you unwind that and get rid of it. Catherine, I see you. You are on the list. You guys, please be patient with me. It's going to take me some time to get through the list, okay? All right, so your heart is open and leading you, which is a good thing, asking you to be authentically yourself, releasing the burden of trying to prove yourself to anyone else. There's going to be people that don't understand, they don't believe you, and that's okay, because you, my friend, are being led by your higher self. My guides give me the throat chakra, letting me know that this is very much going to have a physical manifestation for you. You will see results of this in your physical environment. Just be careful that your expectations don't get in the way of that. You know, you got to be careful that you're not telling yourself that it has to look a certain way and only that way. So whatever this physical change, this inner change that's happening with you, helping you to step more into yourself, regardless if that means starting to read cards, use crystals, medicine, plant medicine, whatever it is, embrace that, because this is what's coming forward for you right now. Lorna, thank you. Trish, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful, and I appreciate you. I'm going to update the list. You guys, please be patient with me as I make my way through the list. I'm very happy to be here. Lynn, readings are $25. They're available through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or you can make a donation here on TikTok, on YouTube. I do have a list. Jill C is up next. Jill with the C, you are up next. And then Nancy, Tisha, Michelle, then the other Jill, Jen, Joshua, Loma, and Catherine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 people on the list. So please, please, please be patient with me, okay? All right. Jill C. Yay! All right, I see you. Here we go. Jill C. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate you very, very much. Do me a favor. Oh, Lorna. I'm sorry. Isn't that what I said? Lorna? I am super busy this morning. It's great. All right, here we go, Jill. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. I got a couple different things all at once, Jill, so it's going to take me a second to get through them. So the first thing I got was a sensation of floating and being in a dream space. When I get this from people, it's usually an indication, 111 in the room, I love confirmation. It's usually an indication that you are going to what I call night school, right? So night school kind of happens in the in-between when nothing's really looking like it's manifesting outside of you physically, but you're going somewhere in your dream state where you are learning what you need to learn for what comes next. This feels like it's very active in your space, and that's the very first sensation I got, that you are in night school. It's kind of like learning the next skill. When we are in this state, it is, I see both sides, right? One side will be, some people will remember their dreams and be like crazy, like, oh my gosh, I had this dream and this dream and this dream. And some people don't remember anything. What I've been told in meditation with this is what you need to know, you will know when you need it, right? So trust that you're learning what you need to in this space, and it's getting you ready for what comes next. When I look at your energy, it's overall very calm, which is a misnomer because it makes us feel like nothing's happening, but that's not at all the case. You have a lot of stuff happening. It's just you can't see it outside of you because it's all happening inside of you. So don't be discouraged. When I see people in this state, it's what I call the downswing. We are always, Kathleen, I see you. You are on the list right after Catherine. It's what I call the downswing, okay? So our spiritual growth always looks like this. You have to be careful because this is the exciting part, but when we get to the downswing, we feel like nothing's happening. But the downswing is where we recharge, we reboost, we reconnect, we dig deep, and we make those connections that we need to help us move forward, right? So don't get discouraged just because it doesn't feel like a whole lot is happening outside of you right now. It's just all happening inside of you. It is leading to something. I can feel it, but I can't see it yet because it's not fully in the front of your energy. It has to be on the surface for me to pick up on it. I will tell you have a great connection to source, and those little inspirations that you get, they keep showing me numbers, so I don't know if synchronicities are something you're really into, but they're telling me that you're picking up a lot of what they're giving you, but you're missing some of it. So pay attention to the little things, the synchronicities, all that sort of stuff, okay? Jill, this is what my guide has to say in addition to everything I've already said. They are confirming for me that you are absolutely on the spiritual path. You're in night school right now, friend. You're getting ready for whatever is about to come next for you. My guides are saying, I know you might be worried about money right now, but this is not something to focus on. You will be okay. You will be safe. You will be cared for. So try not to let your fear of money or finances or whatever it is hold you back from taking that small chance, because literally the next card is asking you to step outside of your comfort zone and do the work necessary to embrace what comes next. You are literally stepping into a whole new horizon. Thank you, Stacy. Readings are $25. You are literally stepping into a whole new horizon, going somewhere you have never been before. It's going to be a little bit scary, right? But my guides also want you to understand, not only do you have a good connection to your higher self that will support you, you have good support around you as well. This is not necessarily about a romantic relationship, but about all the relationships. You have support for this journey that you're going on. So stop holding yourself back. Allow yourself to speak into existence everything you want for yourself. Put some action behind it. Take advantage of what you're doing in night school, even if you don't know what it is. Follow your inspiration as much as you possibly can. It will take you where you want to go. Jill, I'm telling you, you're like, oh my goodness, you're on deck for some new adventure. That New Horizon card is about doing something you may have never done before. So it's going to be not unexpected, but surprising in the best way possible. Surprising in the best way possible. I do think it's going to be a little bit. I don't think it's immediate because you're still working on it, but you don't need to do anything to bring it forward, you know? Yeah, I 100% am going to confirm that for you, friend. 100%. Hello, Maria. All right. Did I see Megan in here? Megan, say hello. I can make you a mod. It doesn't give you a whole lot of power, but Nancy, you are up next. Whew. Nancy is up next, and then Tisha, Michelle, Jill, Jen, Joshua, Lorna, Catherine, and then Kathleen. There you are, Meg. Also, the comments disappear. So I won't see. You know what I mean? I won't see. Yeah. Did it work? No, it did. All right. All right, Nancy. Thank you. Yay, you made it, Deanna. All right. Nancy, say hello. You are up next. Please be patient with me, you guys. I only have room for one more person on my list. One more person, and that's it. And then the list is going to be closed. What do I think of the flares? That's a loaded question. What kind of flares? Nancy, say hello, friend. You are up. I'm excited to read for you. Please say hello. If you have a different name on here than Nancy, you have to let me know. I can look to see if I can find what the last name is. I think we're probably going to get a whole lot of them. We're in our solar maximum, and we have massive holes in our corona. There's, you know. Hey, Marta. Nancy Betancourt. Nancy Betancourt. Say hello, Nancy. You are up, friend. I'm ready to read for you. Yes, I only have room for one more reading today. I have a big list. Oh, really? I bet. All right. If you are Nancy Betancourt, I need you to say in the comment, I am Nancy Betancourt, so I can read for you. If I don't see you, Nancy, I'm going to skip to the next person, but I will continue to hold your space. If she comes back in the room, we'll read for her. If not, then I will refund her. But I can't keep waiting. Oh, well, thank you. Hey, Earth Angel. Okay, so we'll put a pin in Nancy and hopefully she comes back. All right, Tisha, you are up next. Come on down. Now I can see. All right. Nice to meet you. Tisha, come on down and say hello, friend. You are up next. Thank you. Hey, yay, ready to go. All right, here we go. If Nancy Betancourt comes back in the room, please let me know. I'm holding her space. All right, here we go, Nancy. Mary got the last spot. All right, list is closed, you guys. List is closed. All right, here we go. Nancy, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. Ooh, Nancy. Nancy, my goodness. Tisha, I'm sorry. Tisha, my goodness. Sorry, I knew it was Tisha. I was looking at Nancy's name. I know it's you, Tisha. When I look at your energy, it has a lot of brown in it. Before you think that's weird, I want you to understand what that means. That tells me that you have a deep connection to Mother Gaia. That is beautiful. It is also an echo in your energy. What an echo is you have multiple life incarnations, wherever they are, whenever they are, that have a common thread, a common lesson core, a common idea, right? Like a theme party. You have several life experiences with a theme, right? You have an echo of that theme here in this life experience. It is brown in color to me, which is always a significant thing for Mother Earth. I see this with people who are shaman, medicine women, crystal healers, Reiki practitioners. These people are very anchored in Gaia's energy and are usually here as kind of lightning rods to hold the energy where it is and to help bring people forward, right? That's a pretty big thing. You may feel very out of place where you are because I find that these people tend to be planted in a place where there's not a lot of others like them. This is very purposeful to anchor this energy into that environment, right? Very purposeful. So if you have ever been drawn to crystals, dowsing, Reiki healing, anything like that, I would encourage you to follow with it. If you're already doing that, see where it's leading you. When I look at your tree of life, it's hard to explain all the stuff I see, but when I look at your tree of life, there's a branch starting to grow. It is just starting to bud off to the side. That means there's a new path opening up for you. It feels related to your spirituality, but it also feels related to some tool that you use. Nancy, I see you. I'll do that next, okay? It's also related to some tool that you use. So my guides are asking or pushing you to incorporate that and follow your inspiration. I see you talking to people. It doesn't feel like a class, but not necessarily one-on-one. There's a few people. So if there's an opportunity for you to go to a retreat, a workshop, or something like that has gotten your attention, I would encourage you to do it. It feels like it has some good outcome to it. Like you meet some good people, you make some good inroads. What's the word I'm looking for? Give me the word. You make some good contacts. That's the word. I don't know why contacts is the word specifically. So if you're invited to one of these, before you say no off the bat, if it's at all ready for you, then you definitely want to push into it, okay? If you feel called to it. Tisha, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I already said. You, my friend, are making hella progress in your energy, and they want you to understand that. Your dreams and desires are literally within your reach. My guides are also saying that you are going through a time of expansion, okay? This sometimes can be uncomfortable because in order to lay the railroad tracks, we have to blow up the mountains that are in the way. This does not mean to stop. Instead, they're asking you to focus on the positivity of the changes that are coming forward in your life, which will help to keep you in balance and make it a smooth change. My guides are acknowledging that you are feeling the restlessness, the dissonance between where you're going and where you are. You've spread out a little bit, but you've come back to this, right? Now that you're that close, you are literally feeling the dissonance or the space between those two things. So my guides are asking you to sort of let go of that a little bit, sort of push that forward, okay? My guides are saying now is the time for you to be as nice to yourself as you are to other people. And even though some things feel like they're not working out, they're asking you to trust that your chosen family will come forward and help you with this. Even if they don't understand, don't run yourself ragged trying to explain it to someone who's willfully choosing not to see the side of things. My guides are also saying during this time of expansion, there will be more truths about you that come to the surface, especially around your connection to source. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you start picking up on past people, thoughts of past people, or energies of past people. I'm hesitant to call it mediumship because it doesn't feel like a direct communication, more as an awareness. So I'm not sure how else to explain that, but that's the best way I can put it. Whew. That came out like hot lava, Tisha. My goodness. Thank you so much. Tish, thank you so much. I appreciate you very, very much. Tisha, thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's a Michael, so Chrissy and Meg, there's a guy in here, his name is Michael Tesla. He's one of my mods. He has been around for a while and does help me out. He puts in a lot of stuff in the chat while I'm in live, and I know that, so just so you know who he is, okay? All right, Nancy, I saw you. Come on back and say hello. So usually, Angel, my list will be open. The readings are $25. My list is closed for the day because it is full. I will be back probably on Thursday. I do not do readings on Wednesdays. I also have, I do private sessions. They are very different than this. They are much more conversation driven, but I do offer private sessions through my website. Hello, Mike. What's up? All right, Nancy B, come on down. I saw you. Where'd you go? Say hello. Nancy B, you are up.
I love you. I know.
Nancy. Nancy, I saw you and then you disappeared again. Nancy, can you say hello? So you do. You send the payment and then you get on the list. Here is the list. Nancy is up now if she can come forward. After Nancy is Michelle, then Jill, then Jen, Joshua, Lorna, Catherine, Kathleen, and Mary. That is the list. Nancy, come on down. Nancy, say hello. I know you're here. I can't focus on you if I don't see you. I love that I have a full list. Yeah, me too. TikTok is not the way to be, man. TikTok is going downhill hot fast, like a turd on fire. All right, so I will hold Nancy's spot again. When she comes back, I will try to read for her. If not, I will just refund her. Hey! All right, so Michelle, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. Michelle, you are next. After Michelle is the other Jill. I had 2 Jills today, and I love it. What does your hubby think about you reading his energy? I don't read his energy. Hello, Michelle. I see you. Michelle Stanley. Got it. All right, Michelle Stanley. Ooh, 2 Michelles in the room. I love it. All right, here we go. Michelle Stanley. I am so excited to read for you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. Michelle, you're about to go on a trip. Girl, let me just tell you, I get this imagery a lot. This is a repeat image for me, so I'm very confident in this one. I can see you. You're standing inside of a house. You're standing at the front door. The front door is open, and you're looking outside, okay? as you are looking outside at everything, you have a backpack on, your boots are laced, you're ready to go, you got your water bottle. You are set for some adventure. When I look outside the door, when I kind of peek around the doorway, I can see the path in front of you. It's very clear. It is meandering a little bit of ups and downs, but it is incredibly clear. For some reason, you're standing in the doorway and not stepping outside of it. So the house often represents things that we are comfortable with, our living situations that we are just happy to go along with, even though we may not be super happy. Our work situations, it is the comfort that surrounds us, okay? So that's the feeling. It is the comfort that surrounds us. So my guides also want you to understand that as you take a step out into this path, it's not that you're leaving behind whatever is in this house. This is in addition to. Remember, this universe is about and, not or. It's about finding the balance between things and not choosing between them, right? I do feel like this outside path has more to do with inner work, spirituality, and your growth in that area. The house that you're in is where you've grown up, right? The house that you're in is the beliefs, the practices, the life that you've built to this point. But you're not going to be there for too much longer. I literally see your hands ready to like walk out into the world and celebrate or explore. This is a very good thing. It's a huge sign of growth, and I absolutely love it for you. I will tell you there's a little bit of nervousness, especially around the idea of stepping out into something that I don't know the outcome of. But here's something I want to say. All possibility is held in the unknown. If you hold yourself back just because you can't feel it, then you have to hold up. You just got to wait. Nancy, don't go anywhere, okay? Michelle, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. You, as you step out onto this path, are going to have more mental clarity as you walk the path. I understand that you want to know how things are going to turn out, but each step you take, the fog will clear and you'll be able to see better of where it's going, but you have to start with that first step. That is going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone. My guides are telling me, they're acknowledging that you've been through a lot, and it can make it very difficult for you to sort of trust that because you've trusted in the past and maybe it didn't work out. But when you look back at those things, you will see that they worked out the best way they could have at the time. My guides are telling me this is your time of liberation, and they're asking you to lean into the closeness you have with your higher self. This brings with it not only a sense of renewal, but a renewed connection to your higher self. Your GPS gets turned up, friend. So focus on you. We've been taught that selfish is a bad word, and it's not. You are the only person who can care for you. So put some energy in that direction, especially around listening to your intuition on stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're right there, Michelle. They're just asking you to sort of embrace it and come forward. Michelle, thank you very, very much, friend. Thank you. I see you, Nancy. I'm going to read for you in 2 seconds. Michelle, thank you very, very much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. All right, Nancy. I got one more shuffle. Let's do it. All right, Nancy, here we go. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you very much. All right, here we go, Nancy. Do me a favor, take a nice, big, deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So, Nancy, so it feels like, all right, it feels like when I look at your energy that either you're very used to routine, or you like routine, or you don't like things out of the ordinary. There is a feeling of, I have to be 100% honest, there is a feeling of resistance in your energy, resistance to some sort of change that's trying to come forward. It feels like the change may be bumpy at first. It is a transition of some kind, and it has a little bit of disruption with it. I feel that your resistance to the change is part of what's feeding the bumpiness, though. This does not feel like anything huge and dramatic, like you're not getting, anything dramatic, but it could be very much the feeling similar to, not saying it's the same, but similar to the idea of when your kiddo is about to go away to college. It can be sad and scary and all the things for mom, but it's great for the kids. So you kind of have to let go of that thing that you're holding on to and let that person go on their own. Again, not saying that's specifically what it is, but that's the best way I can describe the feeling. When I look at your energy itself, your root, sacral, and solar plexus are all very, very active. That tells me there's a lot of attention in the physical environment, things happening around you, possibly things that you feel at a loss of control for. This will disrupt that root. I want you to understand you have more control than you think, but there's things that you just cannot stop or cannot fix. Things that just, sometimes they just have to happen. That's the way it is. It is a learning experience for everyone involved. What the heck is on my shoulder? It's a learning experience for everyone involved. I do feel like telling you to let go, to like they're showing me someone with clenched fists, and it's like you just let go, let it happen, just see what happens. Try not to fight too hard against this change that's coming in. The resistance is anchored in your root and a fear. I'm not calling you a coward. I'm saying it's fear of the unknown and a fear of what comes next. I do feel like you've probably earned that fear because you've been through some stuff, but you've never been here before. This is brand new. So you have to give yourself the opportunity to be involved in that. So this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said, Nancy. They're asking you to release this burden that you're holding on to. Let go, unclench your fist. This brings about the cycle of change. I told you there's change in your energy. The wheel of fortune is turned around and facing in your direction and asking you to go with the flow of that energy. Nancy, you don't have to keep saying that. My guides are wanting you to understand that although you have been through a lot, you are very resilient and you will come through this as well, but you have to allow yourself to understand that you can't stay where you are and want something better for yourself. You have to let go of what you are holding on to. My guides are telling me you're at the doorway of expansion, okay? That means sometimes it's not easy because we have to blow up the mountains in order to lay the track. That's the discomfort I'm talking about. But what they want you to do is stay focused on your heart space and following the inspiration where it leads you. This will help you to recognize a sense of self-sufficiency and align better with yourself. Let go of your fear of the change that you are facing. You have to let go. The more you hold on, the harder it's going to be. Let go. My guides are saying this is the death card. It's telling me that the old version is dying away, but a new version is being born that is offering you a sense of renewal and new beginning. Seriously, but you have to let go of what you're holding on to and let go of that resistance that's so amped up in your energy. Like seriously, I couldn't have picked those cards out of the deck to better match up with what I saw. That to me is a hella confirmation that yes, you need to let go of whatever it is you're fighting against because it's not going to hold you there. Nancy, thank you so much. Thank you, Unity. Nancy, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful. Hello, Jeanette. All right, Jill, you are up next. Oh, hey, Laura. So, Laura, hi, Jill, I see you. Laura, my list, unfortunately, is closed for the day. Nancy, I did your reading. I'm sorry if you didn't watch it. It will be on my YouTube later. All right. Jill, I am so ready to read for you. Here we go. Say hello again one more time. I'm just going to go back and find you. There you are. Avalon at Acres. Love it. All right, Jill, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So obviously I know your name is Avalon Acres, right? Avalon Acres. So when I look at your energy, you have a lot of pink in your space. Pink is the color of the empath. It's the color of the high heart. Your high heart is projecting like hella strong. Your empathy is on 10. This is not a bad thing. I'm not telling you to turn it down or turn it off or anything like that. I'm telling you to be aware of that. I also feel like you must have a deep, strong connection to animals. I'm specifically seeing 4-legged animals, but different ones. I mean, I know how this sounds, but I feel like part of your job in the etheric realm is is on the rainbow bridge, if that makes sense to you, a feeling of welcoming animals across, right? I do feel like you have a very deep connection to nature as well. There's a lot of green in your space, but also a feeling of having put that to the side or pushed that off a little bit, as if obligation, rules, bills, all those things kind of got in the way. My guides are kind of wanting to encourage you to get back to that a little bit. It helps balance your empathy. You spend a lot of time around people, and people are difficult. Humans are hard, right? Because we have all these uncontrolled emotions. We don't know how to handle ourselves or control our energy or any of those things. And when you are around those people as a strong empath like you are, it can be overwhelming, even when you do things to protect yourself or to set up your energy or whatever. It can still be really difficult. So please be mindful of that. As you are working with animals, listen to what they're telling you, listen to their communications. I understand. I feel like when I say that, I get that look from you, but it's there. I know you can feel it. It's down in that heart space. It's like a whisper. It's not going to be loud. Animals don't speak loudly to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like there's something here for you, a branch of some kind on your tree of life related to animal and maybe animal communication or animal healing. Not healing the animal, but utilizing the animal's energy to heal. They're literally showing me goat yoga, but that's not necessarily it. It's the idea of utilizing the energy of the animal in the healing practice. Something in there is all kind of jumbled up. It does look like it was pushed to the side in favor of focusing on something that was more emergent or important at the time. Consider this your call to get back to that. Consider this your alarm clock saying it's time to go back. You play sound bowls for pets? Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Yes, that's amazing. I absolutely love that. Jill, this feels really good. All right, so this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I have already said, okay? My guides want you to understand that your inspiration is the fuel in your rocket right now, so whatever you are drawn to, please give yourself permission to at least look into it, okay? These are things that fire you up, that get you excited. The idea of making a video about a goat in the singing bowl or whatever it is, like these things, follow through with these things. Allow this to lead you because the doors of opportunity are opening up for you. They're asking you to release the burden of focusing on things that are out of your control. You can't do anything about a lot of the stuff in the physical environment around you. It doesn't mean to bury your head in the sand and ignore it, but it does mean to not stress yourself out if you can't fix it, right? Instead, they're asking you to turn your attention to your adventure. Step outside of your comfort zone and try something new. Your dreams and desires are literally within your grasp, and they're waiting for you to just grab it, friend. This is my guides are asking you, please just be yourself. Be this beautiful, wonderful, loving, charismatic, high heart leading, empathetic goddess that you are, even though it may make you feel vulnerable. My guides want you to understand that everything's going to be okay. You're going to be good. It's going to work out. Things are going to be okay. It may not be a mansion in the hills, but it'll be everything that you need. So as you step into this time of renewal, allow yourself to celebrate the victories, no matter how small, because each victory you celebrate tells law of attraction, this is what I want more of, right? So that's what you want to do. I'm very excited, Jill. Very, very excited for you. Just follow that inspiration as best that you can. Thank you, friend. Yes, set your notifications for the live. Thank you. Sharon, this is from intuitiveintention.com. His name is Rob. All right. Jen, you are up next. After Jen is Joshua, and then Lorna, Catherine, Kathleen, and then Mary. Jen, you are up next. My website is consciouslyerin.com. It should be somewhere in my profile here. Hey. Hey. All right, Jen, I am ready to read for you. The Intuitive Intention deck. Intuitive Intention Oracle deck. All right, here we go, Jen. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Jen, when I look at your energy, there's a crack right down the middle. They're showing me a shell over the heart space. I see this in people who have had a lot of difficulties in their life, especially earlier, that caused them to doubt the people around them that cared for them. I'm not saying your parents were bad people. This could be bullying in school. This could have been a boyfriend, girlfriend, someone made you doubt that their affection for you was true at some point, and you put this armor on as a way to protect yourself. This is something I see in a lot of people. It is not uncommon at all. Okay, so what I want you to understand with this, though, is there is a crack right down the middle, and that is a sign of expansion and growth. Your heart space is opening wide up. It's still under the armor, but it's starting to open up. This may bring floods of big emotions to the surface, especially ones that feel a bit out of place, as if I shouldn't be this upset about a Pampers commercial kind of feeling. These emotions are coming to the surface so you can let them go. So you can let some of that old stale energy out of your space. It feels kind of like things that you've worked on for a while. It's been buried down there for a while, something like that. As you work on this, be mindful of these weird emotions coming to the surface that feel out of place. This is not an attempt for you to ignore them, but to acknowledge them, to allow yourself to fully feel the emotion as it leaves your body. Remember, the word emotion is energy in motion. It's not meant to stay in your system. It's meant to be a barometer of guidance for where you are. So if you walk into a room and you feel like, then that's, you shouldn't be there, right? So, but it's not meant for you to hold on to it. What happens to us as human beings is we feel an emotion that's uncomfortable, we grab it, we strangle it, and we shove it down into our energy, into our cells. And as that starts to build up, it can produce illness. You, my friend, are opening up that heart space and letting some of that out. It is going to help you feel better, sleep better, look better, and do better, right? The trick is going to be allowing it out of your system and not questioning it, not needing to have closure, not needing to have an explanation. It doesn't matter. It already happened. It's done. We're moving on. You know what I'm saying? Journaling about it can be very helpful, especially if you put yourself in third person. Jen experienced this is different than I experienced this because it takes you out of the emotional component and gives you space from it, which often brings clarity. Jen, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I have already said. There's confirmation. That heart space is cracking open, friend, and you are letting go of a lot of stuff. This is going to put you into a state of recovery and an even deeper connection with your higher self. My guides are telling me that it may require a little bit of work. You may need to do some, shadow work or something like that, but now is the time to do that as you're starting to expand. This is going to take you into whole new horizons, doing things you've never done before, having experiences you may have never expected, and building up to something greater, because you, my friend, are standing at the doorway of the next phase of your awakening experience. And I'm telling you, it's because that heart space is opening up. So whatever you're doing for yourself right now is working, and I would encourage you to keep it up as much as possible. But when those emotions come to the surface, Jen, you don't want to get too tangled up in them. The purpose is to open and let them out. That's because I'm on a screen. Jen, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you, friend. So much Genergy. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. So much Genergy. A+. Hello, Yvonne. Good to see you. All right, Joshua is up next. Joshua is next, then Lorna, Catherine, Kathleen. Every time I say the name Kathleen, I think of Kathleen Madigan and how she talks about her mom. Kathleen, did you eat that pill? Hello, I see you. Joshua, Soul Music Heals. Ooh, do you have a YouTube channel? Josh, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you put music out? Soul Music Heals. If you do, let me know. I want to subscribe. Oh, send me the link. I want it. I'm gonna listen. I listen to music all the time. Yeah. All right, Josh, here we go. Do me a favor, my friend. I think I'm gonna not tell you something you don't already know. I feel like you have really strong energy. Here we go. Do me a favor, Josh. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. I want to move. When I'm connected to your energy, my body wants to move. You have enough energy in your space that it's reaching across to me. That is a fantastic thing. You also have an echo in your energy. This echo is an indication that you have life experiences of a similar theme going on in multiple places. When I look at your energy, you have the energy of a definite healer, shaman, priest thing, right? Like, I don't know what to call it because different life experiences, different manifestations. I feel like you are stepping into this with both feet right now. There was something that changed relatively recently that pushed you into this. It was a shedding of a shell that you had carried for a while, and a weight was lifted off your shoulders. They're not going to show me what that was because it was in the past, but what they are showing me is what you're doing now is aligned with where you're going. I 100% will tell you 6 months from now, your life is going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be better in ways you could not possibly have imagined. I will tell you not to get your expectations too high up in the clouds because what you think is possible for you and what's actually possible for you, not the same. So don't let your expectations limit you. Instead, be open to anything. Allow it to come forward and manifest as anything. You are 100% on the right trail with this. Your energy is active and super all over the place. Not in a bad way, but in an active, sharing, working together thing. You know what I'm saying? So all of our chakras are designed to be a communication system, an energy flow system. Your chakras should be talking to each other. When I look at you, your chakras are in full blast mode talking to each other. You are in the flow of momentum, my friend. Hello, friends. You are 100% in the flow of momentum, and I couldn't be happier for you. This YouTube channel that you're working on, this is just the beginning. Don't be afraid to branch out and consider other options like Patreon, where you can also monetize. I actually feel like there's a collaboration that comes forward for you. I don't know who it's with, but it feels like a collaboration to create something vibrationally, like an intro for something, like an intro to a podcast, an intro to a show, something, because they're showing me permanent but vibrational. So if it's music, that would have to be something that was played over and over. Could be a show. I don't know. I'm very excited for you though. Josh, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Friend, I don't feel like I'm telling you anything you don't know, but take it as confirmation. You are aligned. You are in your heart space and you are leading 100% from this. My guides are asking you to please let go of the conflict that you're holding on to. That feeling of should I, shouldn't I? Should I spend more time? Should I do this? It's not about or, it's about and. Finding a way to find balance between where you want to spend your time and where you have to spend your time. That balance is what's going to give you the freedom to move forward. My guides are literally saying you are in the flow. You are there. As you move forward, there is hella potential in your energy for all this stuff that you're working on. It's up to you to plant the seeds of what's going to grow in that field. But don't be afraid to try new horizons or do different things, okay? Don't be afraid to try that. Reach out and try new horizons, things you haven't done before, because the path is literally quite open in front of you. Something that you have been trying to get to work out that has not been working out is going to find its way back together. This card is about the yin yang, the black and white, the yin yang. Something is going to work out or come back together that you've been trying to get, like two ends of an extension cord are finally going to come together. As long as you are following your inspiration, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Now is the time for you to remember that you can be generous for other people, but you have to take care of yourself, because your belief in your project is what is fueling your journey. You are very much on your spiritual path, and my guides are encouraging you to continue to follow this where you are, because you're already doing amazing things. Already. So I go live. It depends. It's not time, it's amount of people, because once my energy gets drained, I can't do anymore. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for your patience. I know you waited for a while. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love making my videos for you guys. Although sometimes I feel like I'm making a video and I don't have a whole lot to say because there's not a lot going on. I do have a video I'm going to put out later today about a past life experience, regression I did last night experience. It was pretty incredible. So keep an eye out. All right, Lorna, you are up next. Something is itching me right there, man. Like something grabbed me like this, and now I can feel it. You guys see that? Like this? It's just like someone grabbed me like that. Someone playing shenanigans in my room today. Hello, Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny, are you Lorna? I don't think so. I think, are you? There you are. It was you. It was you. No, you didn't grab me. It's okay. There you are. LMB. Lorna, I got you, friend. I am so excited to read for you. Thank you so much. Yes, my Patreon channel is full of information. Podcasts, articles, videos, classes, everything. All right, Lorna, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Lorna, you got a lot of soft colors in your space, which is usually an indication of having been on your journey for a while. The colors aren't as sharp or angled when I look at them. It's not a bad thing at all. It's more of a feeling of settling into myself. Your energy looks good. Sometimes when I have a good report card, it's hard because I feel like people want to hear something extravagant, but I can only tell you what I see. When I look at your energy, Lorna, you have a lot going on in your crown and your third eye. It is not overactive, it is just active. This tells me that you have a very strong connection to your higher self that is likely constantly streaming you information. Whatever's going on with your energy, you've got it into a place of pretty good balance. If you are meditating or whatever you do to balance your energy, just keep doing that because it looks really good. My guides are showing me a lot of yellow in your space and a river. This tells me that you are in the flow of who you are and you don't have to worry too hard about are you doing the right things or anything like that. You're absolutely on the right path and aligned with the best version of yourself most of the time. Here's the thing. We go in and out of alignment all day long based on the situation in which we find ourselves, constantly like this. For you, you are able to hold that alignment much longer and more efficiently than a lot of other people. That's a very good thing, and it's a sign of having done a lot of work on yourself. You should be proud of that. That said, it doesn't mean that you won't still have moments where things feel difficult or you feel like things are going wrong. What I would encourage you to do is to look at your life, the things that are, they're telling me for you to look at the challenges in your life as an actual challenge, like a game. And when something bad happens or something that you perceive to be bad happens, you say challenge accepted and you charge forward right into that, right? This changes the feel of things and makes it more fun than stressful, if that makes sense. So if you have to go to the grocery store, challenge accepted. If you have to pay your gas bill, challenge accepted. Make it fun and then don't focus so much on the hard part of it, okay? There's very much a feeling of wanting you to lighten up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like you've done a lot to get here. Like, this is a big accomplishment, I feel like, for you. And my guides want you to sort of celebrate that. But you don't have to always be constantly pushing. You're allowed to celebrate and be happy. You're allowed to enjoy your life and where you are. You know what I mean? You're allowed to do all of those things. All right, Lorna, this is what my guide has to say in addition to everything I have already said. Number one, they want you to understand that you're about to step into a season of renewal. This is fantastic. Bye, Chrissy. Thank you. You're about to step into a season of renewal or refreshing of your energy. You know what I mean? This may take a little bit of introspection and may require you to get a little bit more specific about what you actually want. When I work with clients privately, one of the first questions I ask is, what do you want? And the answer I get most commonly is, I have no idea. It's hard for law of attraction to work with you if it doesn't have a direction. So in this introspection card, my guides are asking you to look inward and figure out where you actually want to see yourself. And then they want you to evaluate what are the things that you are doing that are holding you where you are. Angel, thank you. Have a great day. Make sure you are doing the things that evaluating the things that you are doing that are continuing to hold you here, because you can't invite a new vibration and hold on to the old one. This may require you to examine some of the beliefs and teachings that you're still holding on into your root, especially connected to you and your connection to source, right? There's so much more available to you. You just have to get out of your way, right? My guides want you to understand you are very independent. You can absolutely do anything you want. It's you that's holding you back. So reassess things, take stock, enjoy where you are, make things fun, make them a challenge, give law of attraction something to work on, and absolutely lean into your creative vision. Even though it may require a little bit of action on your end, it is absolutely leading to this revamping in your energy. So it's like a refreshing of new energy coming forward, right? I know that you're kind of in this, it feels like you're kind of in this place where you feel like not a whole lot's happening, but that's because you've got such a good flow to your energy. You've got such a good space going on around you that you don't need to push. But the new energy coming in is just trying to kind of fresh air is what it feels like. But there's some habit or belief that you're holding on to that's kind of like a tension in there, especially when it comes to your ability to communicate with other people or offer something to other people. That disbelief is hanging you up. It's sticky, and they want you to kind of let it go. Lorna, thank you. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you very, very much. All right, Catherine. Catherine is up next, and then Kathleen is up after that. Kathleen, I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to hear it in my head. You're here as Kat. Hello. Are you Catherine? Yes, Kat. Okay. All right, Kat, I am ready to read for you, friend. I'm excited. I hope you are. We're going to have a good time. All right. Ooh, stretch that back. All right, here we go. Do me a favor, friend. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, so Kat, I got an old vision, an old imagery that I have gotten for years, right? So the list is full for today, Dar. I will be back on Thursday, though. This image is of someone standing outside underneath a dark night sky. It is a beautiful night out. It's not cold, it's not stormy, it's none of those things. When I look up at the sky, there are some clouds in the sky, but there are a lot more stars than there are clouds. This is something that I have seen repeatedly in readings with people since I started getting images. This is a sign of your spiritual journey and where you are. As I look up at the sky, I'm seeing more and more stars. It was fantastic. More and more stars. This is a sign of the things that are, the beliefs, the clouds that are keeping you from seeing your potential, the stars, are starting to work their way out of your space. This is a good sign. This is a sign from your higher self saying you're doing a good job, and they're like a congratulations almost. When I look at your energy, there's a lot of movement down in the root and also in the heart space. These two feel like they're working together on something. What it is specifically, I couldn't tell you, but it likely has to do with a healing of some old hurt that was buried down in that root, probably from when you were younger, likely having to do with insecurities and a feeling of not being enough. This is starting to peel away the layers. It is very layered, so it's going to take a hot minute. But there is a deep sense of this finally peeling away and you seeing your own potential. That said, when I look up at the night sky, there's a lot of stars, which tells me you have a very good connection to your higher self. And there's a lot of potential in this. But it's up to you to access this potential. Do you know what I mean? Give me 2 seconds, Star. It's up to you to access this potential. So whatever your interest is, even if it feels silly to someone else, you don't have to tell them about it, but follow it. If you like diamond art painting, then diamond art painting is how you may be inspired. Follow that. If you like painting rocks, if you like baking, anything like that, anything that makes you feel creative, or when you're doing it, you look down and go, oh my God, it's been an hour. That is meditation, and that's how you get source into your body, right? So my guides are asking you to follow that right now. My guides are also saying you are tying up a loose karmic end in this lifetime. So something is coming into balance. This is a good sign. It is coming into balance with an old karmic expression that you are leaving behind. I don't know what it is, but they're just saying you're balancing it out. They're also telling me you have good open heart space and that you are literally bringing forward a new manifestation. This card is about the physical 3D world. The throat is the bridge between the inner and outer worlds. We make changes on the inside, we use our throat, and we manifest them to the outside, and that's where you are because of all the changes that you've made. Do not allow the material world to pull your attention away, because the King of Pentacles comes to say, I know it feels a little bumpy, but I got your back and you're going to be good. Things are going to work out. As you are being offered all of this emotional wisdom as part of your enlightenment or awakening experience, again, following what inspires you, this leads to a sense of transition in your energy. This is the Death card saying the old version of you is dying away and a new version is coming forward, but it's going to require you to make a commitment to yourself, even if people around you don't understand. This may require you to do some evaluation of yourself and where you're going, but it will make the path even more clear for you. Whew, Kat. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Kat, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for your patience. I know you waited a long time and I appreciate it. All right. Kat, thank you again. I appreciate you. I hope it was helpful. All right, Kathleen. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. All right, so for anyone who's interested in a reading, readings are $25. They are payable through Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. The list for today is closed. I am at my max for the day. But I will probably be back. I will be back on Thursday. I do not do any lives on Wednesday, but I will be back on Thursday. The way you send the payment is through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, or you can actually send it as a donation straight through YouTube, whatever you want to do. Private sessions are available on my website, consciouslyerin.com. They come in 30 and 50-minute increments, and they are very different than this. This is the best way I can convey the information over a video, but you will be face-to-face with me, and it will be more of a conversation. You also get an email after the reading with a summary of everything we talked about, just so you have it. So there's the rundown. All right, Kathleen, you are up, friend. What is that? Something got a red spot on my face. My guy's got to quit smacking me around, you know? All right, Kathleen, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. Kathleen. I'm so going to have to watch that today. I love Kathleen Madigan. I think she's freaking hilarious. And when she talks about her mom, makes my day. Hello. There you are. I see you. All right, Kathleen, here we go. I feel like a mom, like Chastity, Kathleen. Hello, Rachel. All right, Kathleen, here we go. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, so Kathleen, if you've ever wondered if you're a starseed, you definitely are. I think we probably all are to some extent, but you, my friend, feel like you chose to incarnate here very specifically, like you heard the siren call and you said, I got this, hold my beer, you know, and here you are, okay? I understand that it may not always feel like you chose to be here. I completely get that. But the things that you are doing and the choices you are making, the changes you are making in the world around you are very much real. And it's because you bring a different frequency or a different vibration to the space in which you find yourself. This helps other people raise their own base frequencies, and you elevate them by that. It's not that you are one thing, you are many things, and I think you have many options available to you. I think anything that you decided to look into, card reading, energy work, whatever, I think you would have the ability to do it. It would just take you a minute. My guides are telling me that you must have gone through something earlier in your life that made you doubt yourself. I mean, I know that's very generic, but this feels specific, especially around your gifts. And the feeling is maybe your light was a little bit too bright when you got here, and you blinded the people around you, but you are no longer in that place. And it's time for you to embrace all of who you are and what you are doing. You, my friend, are a beautiful, beautiful piece of energy. You have a high frequency vibration. Your signature frequency is pretty high. That usually tells me that a good connection to the etheric realm is there. I see that with a lot of channelers, a lot of mediums. Like I said, I think that you could probably do whatever you decided to as long as you focused, right? Thank you, friend. So whatever the doubt is, I don't know why it's there, because there's no need for it at all. No need at all for it. All right, so Kathleen, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. They want you to understand that you are very, very supported. This does not just have to do with physical people around you, but non-physical. Your brethren, whatever you want to call them, you are very supported in your life, even though sometimes you may not feel like it. It's always there. My guides are telling me that you are about to walk into a whole new beginning because you have gotten yourself into a good state of balance or equilibrium. They are bringing up again that insecurity that may be triggered. They are telling me that now is the time for you to acknowledge that it's there and recognize that it no longer has power over you unless you give it that power. This will help you to build the scaffolding for what comes next for you. That feeling, that insecurity belongs in the past, and they're encouraging you to leave it there as you move forward, because this brings with it a sense of renewal. Your belief is going to be the fuel in your rocket. So if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. Again, going back to that feeling of some insecurity specifically around your gifts that maybe holds you back a little bit. My guides are asking you to just be yourself. Reassess what you are holding yourself back on, because it is simply a consequence of something you experienced when you were younger, and when you can reduce it down to that, it makes it easier to deal with and let go of. My guides are saying the more balanced in your heart space you are, the more loud or more clear the evidence will be from your guides. You'll hear more clearly what you're receiving. But if you've ever wondered if you're a starseed, you definitely are. You definitely are. I think we kind of all are to a point, but I see a lot of blue with you, and I don't know which star system is related to the color blue. Arcturians maybe, but something like that. Very, very dominant in your energy, and not a bad thing at all. Kathleen, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful. Pleiadian. Yeah, maybe. It's blue in color, so I'm not sure, but it's definitely something. Kathleen, thank you again. I appreciate you very, very much. All right, last but not least, Mary, come on down. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Hi, I'm here. All right, Mary, come on down, say hello. Last but not least, thank you so much for your patience. I know you have been very patiently waiting, and I very much appreciate it. Say hello. Mary. You guys don't want me to sing. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michelle. Thank you. Michelle Power, what a fantastic name. Mary, are you here? Oh, there you are. Hi, Mary. I see you. I'm so excited to read for you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. All right, Mary, here we go, friend. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Mary, when I look at your energy, you have a lot of white light around your energy. This is not super common. I don't see it in a lot of people, but it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's dominant in your energy, but it's definitely one of the bigger pieces of your energy. White energy for me is indicative of a very high frequency. I don't have access necessarily to that frequency. Okay, so for me, frequencies are in layers. So we have 3D. 3D, that's us. The next layer up are past people, right? The next layer up are our guides. The next layer up are like our ascended masters. And then there's a layer after that I can't see beyond that. It's outside of my scope. You have access to this. I see this with people who get angel messages, angel writing, who channel directly, people who, like Esther Hicks, she has a lot of white energy around her because it's a very high vibration. These are all things that I see that are common to people with this frequency signature. Does it mean that you have all of them? I don't know, maybe. But there's a sense of wanting you to open up a little bit more to it, to be open to the idea of what it's bringing forward for you. There's very much a sense of having access to a higher frequency than you are allowing yourself to get into. I don't know if meditation is something you're not doing very often, but there's a sense that there's some chaos in your energy, and getting it all going in the right direction will help to make that a little bit more clear. Things you can do for that, grounding, meditation, and meditation doesn't have to be sitting alone in a dark room like meditation. It's anything that helps you feel outside of time and space. That is meditation. Okay? So as you tap into this, it will help slow and clear your energy up. The reason we meditate, quantum mechanics gives us the science tells us why we meditate, because everything is energy, and when energy is slowed down, it becomes information. The reason you are meditating is to slow your energy down enough so that you can understand the information that is being offered to you. It's not about changing your life or anything like that. It's about just listening to what's being offered to you. Whatever's going on, it's very high in frequency and very available to you, but I don't feel like you have accessed it all the way, or it's almost like they want you to open the throttle a little bit on it, like turn it up a little bit, friend, right? Hey, Jacob. All right, Mary, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. The first thing they're drawing my attention to is some sort of family dispute. Now, this can be people not understanding what you're going through, you feeling like they can't see you or hear you properly, whatever it is, whatever's going on in your family, my guides are acknowledging it and saying, okay, we see that. But they also want you to understand that you are about to walk into some sort of brighter future for yourself, and that this disruption that you're feeling is just part of that shifting into something better. My guides are asking you to not allow this disruption in your family to cloud your judgment and keep you from moving forward. They are also saying the restlessness that you feel in your energy is because you are picking up in the difference from where you are and where you could be. It's not that far anymore, and you're just picking up on that difference. So kind of allow yourself to go with it. My guides are saying now is the time for you to have patience. Even though you are making progress, as humans, we tend to get impatient. So you got to slow it down and let it move forward, okay? My guides are telling me this will allow you to see yourself through the lens of source instead of the limited lens of man, and open you up to the idea that you actually have access to all of this, as confirmed here by telling me your crown chakra is hella active and you have a great alignment with your higher self. It's just up to you to make it a cooperation. You work with your guides. You're not waiting for them to just do all the work. You have to work with them. Oh, thank you. Mindful moments, Jacob. So unfortunately, my list is closed for today, but I'll be back on Thursday. So just set your notifications. Thank you for watching my updates. I appreciate you. Mary, thank you so much. I hope it was helpful, friend. I really appreciate your patience with me as I made my way through the list, and I would love to encourage you to embrace this bigger frequency that you have. It is big, and it's big white frequency, and it's ready. I would love to do a collaboration with Reiki Rachel. I don't have any way of reaching out to her. I sent her a message on Instagram, but I didn't hear back. So, you know, I'm open to it. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that, Calvin. Mary, thank you again. You guys, it has been an absolutely wonderful morning. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. I will be live again on Thursday, probably around 10 a.m. Central Time. Thank you. So definitely come back and check it out. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.